Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The next 30 days, okay, predictions, what can you expect, what blessings are coming your way. All right, for the next 30 days. Let's tune in. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. What can they expect within the next 30 days? What's coming their way in the next 30 days? Whoa. Oh my God. I have one more. Oh. And a blockage. Okay, I don't know why they're sliding around. Okay, so, we have the Lovers at the back of the deck. So, this is kind of weird to start out saying this, but like it seems like this is a good month for you. Like everything is aligning for you, whatever you've been going towards, goal wise, whatever you have in motion or have been manifesting, seeking. Like I just feel like there's progress and movement really aligning with your truest, highest desires, what you're going for. Okay, we do have, is this the Death card here? Oh, it's the Devil. Okay, let me tune into why that's there. Oh, hold on. We have the Devil here, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles right underneath. So this could indicate that you're highly motivated this month, or hyper focused on something in particular, to where you're not really trying to let go of it. So I would just kind of be mindful of that, because I don't know if that's like a blessing or a curse type of thing for you. Only you know. But I definitely see that, with the Eight of Pentacles, that you're very hard at work. But it could be something at your detriment, okay? Or the detriment of a relationship or something like that. So I would be mindful of, what kind of consequences are coming up for, the actions that you're taking, okay? Let's tune in over here. Okay, we do have the Ace of Swords. I'm just gonna get some oracle on here before I tune in. Clarify Ace of Swords. What's coming their way? So a conversation with somebody. It could be somebody that I just feel like it's somebody that you're not expecting to hear from, perhaps. So it could be somebody that you're exchanged. Wait, what's the word? Estranged. I think that's right. But basically somebody you haven't talked to for a while. I do see that for somebody coming in, or for somebody here. I do see that happening. Not going to be for everyone. For others, I do feel like this is a good month for you to be getting ideas or downloads coming in. So I feel like your mind is very powerful at this time. Your voice is very powerful. And I feel like you're very influential at this time. Okay. Go ahead and clarify Ace of Swords. Okay, we got guilt. Okay. And then we also had insecurity that I saw. This kind of came out with a bunch of other cards, so might be a side message here. But with the guilt card and insecurity, like I said, I did pick up on somebody coming in from, the past, or that wants to communicate or apologize. This could also be you, roles being reversed, where you feel like you need to apologize for somebody or make amends with something. So I do see that with the Ace of Swords. Okay, let's see here. I do also feel like somebody, either you or an energy around you, feels like they need to admit that they were wrong about something. Like maybe they had an idea or a thought, something that they expressed, but then after hearing the other side or something, they are having trouble saying that they were wrong. But they intend to. So I don't know if that's you or somebody around you, but I definitely see that. Um, and I feel it coming up too with the devil and the lovers. So the devil is like, holding on to something and attachment. And so I do feel like if you feel like you're in the wrong or somebody else is in the wrong, then definitely this situation is being highlighted within the next 30 days for that to make amends, or be smoothed over as best as it can, or what's in alignment for both your path and their path, right? Okay. If this doesn't deal with a relationship with another person, if it has to do with, business or a deal, collaboration, something like that, I do feel the same message coming through, okay, where there could be some insight around that particular situation, and just needing to hear somebody out or hear hear everything involved with it. Okay. We also have the magician, okay? So the magician is, somebody creating something. That's exactly as I said right in the beginning with the lovers, where I feel like you've had your focus on something in particular. You have all the materials for it, you have the resources for it, and you're like getting to work, you're crafting. Okay, so it's metaphorically speaking, so it could be anything that this situation applies to you. So, like I said, romance, business, or any other area in your life, but I just definitely see like you picking up the wand or picking up a paintbrush, something to like start from scratch or to revisit something in particular. Okay. I'm going to get into the blockage real quick before I move on. We do have the blockage as the Eight of Pentacles, so I do see that you might pick up the paintbrush or pick up the pen or, pick up something and then put it back down. But I feel like this energy about like keep going, like persistence. So I definitely feel like you might feel like you don't have all the materials, or you might feel like you don't have all the answers, or things like that, and that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, I just feel like spirit is telling you to take one step at a time. With the Ace of Pentacles here, just start somewhere and keep going, no matter how small those steps are. Everything doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to like have your eyes set on it and continue to put your intention and your energy into it. So I do feel like that's a blockage where you might be you might give way into other desires, or you might give into just something else that isn't this thing that would be better for you. So, take it as it resonates, but it just kind of seems like be mindful of where you're putting your focus and attention, because something might be trying to distract you here with the devil. Okay. Yeah, you might have to face some distractions, but again, we have Eight of Pentacles, which is continuing your hard work, continuing to focus, continuing to build. Okay. Now let's go with the last card here. We have the Page of Swords. Okay. So again, look, this person is holding a wand, as I was just, talking about. So I definitely feel like you're speaking. People are listening to you speak. It seems like there's some sort of conversation that needs to be had that's very important to a particular situation or throughout the next 30 days. Sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, sharing your feelings, things like that. And also taking action towards what is coming up. So sometimes we get, thoughts and ideas, but we'll just like put it off, procrastinate, sit on it. This is something where I feel like forward movement is definitely necessary. So as far as prediction goes, I definitely see you going with the flow of things and just kind of leaning into that air element this month. But I also will be mindful of being too hasty. All right, because I definitely see that with the Page of Swords. If you're just kind of like vomiting out of the mouth, that could lead to some guilt here or some frustration, or you might hurt somebody's feelings. Okay, so that's just a little warning right there. But as far as what I see here within the next 30 days, you're definitely making progress towards something in particular. It makes you happy. It feels like it's aligned with your desires. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you your last card here. Actually, hold on. Let's give you this one. We got Learn the Truth. Okay, so definitely some things coming into light. regarding a relationship. It could be romantic, it could be familiar, it could have to deal with business, but at the end of the day, there's some sort of information coming from you or involving another person, or vice versa. But I just feel like the truth is coming out, things are becoming more clear for you. Okay. And it could be healing, because again, the first thing out was the Lovers. So I definitely feel like it's healing some sort of blockage or attachment that could have been preventing some sort of movement. Okay. So give you one final card here, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we got health. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me to be a loving ally and friend to the sacred form. Okay, I did also pick up, I think, with the devil, where I was telling you earlier to be mindful about, what did I say? I said something about whether it was a blessing or a curse, but only you know. So at the end of the day, the devil deals with attachments and habits, distractions. I did mention that. So I would just be mindful of this regarding your health, regarding what connections or situations are good for you and what's not good for you. Okay, so I did feel like something was revisiting you, a person was revisiting you, something is coming back to you. But I would definitely focus your attention on building something that's going to be more stable, long lasting, and that aligns with you. Okay, again, the Lovers. So there you go. That's your reading for the next 30 days. Take care.